Welcome to White Harvest Farms. We are a 10.5-acre urban farm specializing in no-till organic agriculture. White Harvest Farms is owned and operated by the Clara White Mission, a nonprofit dedicated to feeding, training, and housing the homeless and veteran population in Jacksonville. Our farm is located in the historical neighborhood of Moncrief Springs along Moncrief Creek. The land we farm today tells many stories. It was sold to Dr. Eartha White, daughter of Clara White, in 1901 by the state's first known African-American millionaire, A.L. Lewis. Eartha homesteaded the land for many years and was dedicated to uplifting the community. She established a boys' improvement club, a spring-fed swimming pool, and a nursing home in this area of Moncrief Springs. Today, Eartha's home still stands on the farm property and is registered as a National Historic Site. It reminds us to continue to serve our community as Eartha did. Unfortunately, the freshwater spring that fed the swimming pool was capped in the 1960s as part of a drainage improvement plan, and in the 1940s and 50s, some of the farm site was used as a dump. This reflects practices that severely impacted and still impact many parts of the North Jacksonville community. Fortunately, the contaminated areas on the farm were remediated in 2010 by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, and we now work to heal and help return vibrancy to this community through agriculture. Since 2012, the farm has adopted no-till regenerative agriculture in an effort to rehabilitate and restore soil fertility on this land. In 2018, White Harvest Farms was awarded a 3-year NRCS Conservation Innovation Grant, the only site for this national grant in the South. This grant enables us to improve soil on the farm with organic biological practices and amendments that promote and sustain soil life for generations to come. We have an on-site compost operation where we make biologically active compost and share our processes, which is the first, most costly step to growing organic vegetables. We also focus on growing habitat to host and attract beneficial predatory insects as part of an integrated pest management program. Because of our commitment to biological no-till farming, we grow healthier, more nutritious produce. High-quality produce starts with good soil and good seeds. At White Harvest Farms, we start all of our plants by seed in seed trays or by direct sowing in the field. Crops commonly started in trays in the high tunnel are collards, tomatoes, cucumbers, spinach, lettuce, and many more. After a few weeks in trays, the seedlings are ready to be planted out in the field. Some crops are direct sown into the planting beds because they are seeded at such a high rate. These crops are radish, carrots, arugula, mustard, and turnips. We prepare the soil for planting or seeding by clearing the beds of any weeds and adding compost and organic fertilizer to the top of the soil. We then rake the beds to incorporate the amendments and smooth out the soil before we begin planting or direct sowing. We are all about innovation at White Harvest Farms, and we are excited to use a high-tech Jang seeder which singulates seeds, limiting seed waste and ensuring denser, more consistent spacing. The compost we add to beds is made at the farm. We make thermal compost, heating the piles up to reach temperatures of 130 to 160 degrees and turning each pile a minimum of 3 times to guarantee food safety. Adding compost to soil improves organic matter and soil biology, which we often lack in our sandy Florida soils. Compost adds microorganisms to the soil, which makes nutrients more bioavailable to plants, aids in disease protection, conserves water, and increases biological activity in the soil. This leads to more nutritious vegetables, lower seed pressure, and decreases the need for other inputs. One of the most rewarding parts of farming is the harvest. Florida has a long growing season that lends itself to many bountiful harvests. At White Harvest Farms, we grow and harvest a variety of crops ranging from collards, cabbage, broccoli, and kale, to radish, turnips, carrots, tomatoes, and peppers, cucumbers, and herbs. Each crop has a different harvesting technique and frequency, but all follow the same harvesting practices. We always wash and sanitize harvest totes and tools and the washing station, and we always harvest early in the morning and wash produce and prep the produce the same day to guarantee freshness and quality. We currently sell our produce through our on-site farmers market on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We accept cash, debit, and SNAP EBT. We participate in the Fresh Access Bucks program, which allows our customers to double their SNAP benefits. We also received a grant from the City of Jacksonville to build a new permanent farmers market and training center on our site. This building will provide a space for the community to learn skills, engage in workshops, and purchase produce and value-added products. We also sell produce to several local Jacksonville restaurants and make weekly donations to the Clara White Mission. We would love to see you at White Harvest Farms, and there are many ways to get involved. We currently accept volunteers on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. White Harvest Farms also offers workshops weekly on the farm, including an introduction to gardening, herbal teas and edible weeds, and composting. You can sign up for volunteering and workshops on eventbrite.com. We look forward to your visit at White Harvest, and we thank the Junior League for their continued support of White Harvest Farms.